This is going to be your guide to new Pokemon evolution in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So this video is only going to cover the Pokemon that have unusual evolutionary methods. If it evolves through leveling up, I'm not really going to talk about it because you just level it up until it evolves. And we are going to be starting off with Pokemon that need a specific move to evolve. And fortunately, we can actually find a lot of them right here to the west of Medali. So Dunsparce, Primape, and Girafarig can be found in this area, and I kind of want to freestyle it, you know, catch these Pokemon, do it live, show the obtaining, show the evolution, and all of that fun stuff. A little bit of skipping, or else we're going to be here for an annoying amount of time. But yeah, by running around in this area, you can find Primape, Girafarig, and Dunsparce. Let's go get them. And just as I say that, a Primape spawns, so when catching any kind of Pokemon, going to be good to load up on Quick Balls, and if you've already caught the species, a Repeat Ball works, but if you already have the species, you probably don't need to catch it again. So yeah, Quick Ball on the Primape. Is it really that GG easy? It is. Alright, and there we go, some Girafarig out in the wild. Easy catch. Also, I want to make a note about some Pokemon locations, mostly for rare and evolved Pokemon. Even in the Pokedex, if it says Habitat Unknown, you can still find these Pokemon in the overworld because they have static spawns, or they're like Terra spawns. And that's just something you might encounter, so maybe you already have a Farigiraf from finding one out in the wild. Same thing for a lot of these Pokemon. Now, unfortunately, I guess I didn't hit record when I evolved my first Dunsparce and Girafarig, so we're gonna have to do this again with the other Girafarig. And you need to get Dunsparce and Girafarig to level 32 so they can learn their signature move. And for Primape, it's going to be level 35. So that's good enough. After you level up the Pokemon, you go over here, check summary, press to the right, change moves, remember moves, and then its signature move will be there. This is if you have disabled the option to learn moves as the Pokemon levels up. It's really annoying. A lot of people disable it, good quality of life, and you can remember moves whenever you want. So now we do that, go back into the bag, give it a candy, and we should have our evolving Girafarig. What's that? Girafarig is evolving? Now Primape has Rage Fist, but if we give it a candy and we level it up, it doesn't evolve. That's because there's a little bit extra with Primape. You need to use Rage Fist 20 times in battle, then level it up, and then it will evolve into Annihilape. Now I'm in the Asado Desert to find the next batch of Pokemon to evolve. So we have the Dung Beetle Pokemon, and there's also the Tumbleweed Pokemon that you can find around here. So let's go and catch them really quick, because they have a pretty interesting evolution method. Now these Pokemon and Pawmo evolve through the Let's Go feature. If you walk 1,000 steps with these Pokemon, they will evolve. You can catch Pawmo right over there, kind of with the rest of these Pokemon. And my thought is, I guess just send them out. Go to a town where no Pokemon are going to get in your way. Hold right, and then run around in circles for a bit. Alright, so I ran around for like a minute and a half. I wonder if that's enough. I didn't know if the Pokemon is just going to be like, oh, it's evolving naturally, or if you actually need to level it up afterwards. So by giving it a candy, we're going to find out. Maybe there is like an internal step counter, and it seems like there is. So that's how you do it, boys. Then we have Palafin and Finizen. So if you go to this beach by this Pokemon Center on this part of the map, you can find Finizen, and to evolve it into Palafin, you have to use the Union feature, and you need to have a friend join you or go to a friend's world and then level up Finizen in that, and then they will evolve into Palafin, which looks the same. It just has an ability that turns it into All Might. Don't worry, if you don't have friends, you're not missing out on much, except Dex completion is good for the Shiny Charm, and it seems like it's going to be interesting, to say the least, competitively. Mousehold is pretty spicy, so you can find Tandemaus again to the west of Medali or around that area, or just a lot of places in the region. You get it to level 25, and then you wait. This Pokemon will randomly evolve when in your party or PC box, and then, like, a child is spat out, and now you have a Mousehold. That means they fuck. Now, Go is maybe one of the most intensive Pokemon to obtain in all of Pokemon. There's some crazy ones out there, but for Go, you need to get 999 Gimmighoul coins, and you get that by finding the roaming Gimmighoul, so the ones that aren't in a chest, just out and about, that give you like one or a couple of coins, or by catching and defeating these Gimmighoul, which will give you more coins. So you just have to do this for a while. So you can find Gimmighoul on top of the towers, and you can also find them around ruins. Wow, that didn't even work. That kind of offended me so much, I'm just going to KO it. It also helps to catch and have one to then evolve it when you get the 999 coins, but by defeating it, we can see what we get. 50. Now, because it's an item reward, I'm pretty sure using a sandwich that has, like, the ghost item power will just give you more coins. And there's, like, reports that some people just randomly get different amounts, and you can get up to 777 from the chest Gimmighoul, but no one really knows how to consistently do that. It's weird. You get a lot of coins, and eventually you get the Golden Go. Have fun. So, Bellable and Cetitan are also Pokemon that evolve with an Evolution Stone, but you can just find them in the overworld. Bellable is going to be a Thunderstone, Cetitan is going to be an Ice Stone. Unless it's like breeding shenanigans with the Citadel, you just want to get a Cetitan out in the wild and not waste an Ice Stone. And then we have one of the most interesting evolution methods in all of Pokemon. So what we want to do is head out to this area and find Bisharp, but they need to be Bisharp that have the Leader's Crest item, and the way you guarantee that is if they spawn with Pawnyard. Then you want your Bisharp to KO 3 of these to evolve into Kingambit. Now, I decided to big brain this and go, hey, if I put a fighting move, it's going to be a lot easier because of the 4x super effective hit, and Wild Bisharp are going to be, you know, they're not going to have anything against my Bisharp. You can also just catch one of these Bisharp in the wild and then have a pretty easy path to a Kingambit, but I also made an oopsie. Don't give it low sweep. You can give it like Brick Break or something, because low sweep is going to lower speed, which can proc Defiant. It doesn't like get you KO'd or anything, but just slightly annoying, and I put a couple of extra levels into my Bisharp to make sure I have one-hit KOs. Okay, so a couple of points to make about this. You actually do not need your Bisharp to be holding the Leader's Crest. You need to just KO Bisharp that have the Leader's Crest, which are the ones that are leading the Pawnyard. Also, it then needs to level up after you KO 3 of them, and there's ya boy, the Kingambit. Also, details on the Supreme Overlord ability, now that people have been like playing the game and figuring out how things work. The first Pokemon that is KO'd gives you a 20% boost, and then it's another 10% per. So if Kingambit is the last Pokemon on your team, you have a 60% boost to damage. If that's just like Choice Band, Cheese, Sucker Punch with the Dark Terrastallize, maybe we'll find out. Also, Pawmot and Rabsca with the Revival Blessing move kind of get spicy. Like, do you just run Pawmot with a Lepa Berry and sack it off to revive 2 Pokemon at half? Maybe. And then a final note about rare and evolution Pokemon. Some of these can just be found in raids. So if you're naturally playing through the game, maybe you stumble into a Terra spawn or a Static spawn or a raid that has the Pokemon, and then that can save you a little bit of hassle for using the evolutionary method of the Pokemon, or you're just going to catch it through natural gameplay. So go out there, have some fun. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.